So the point of this video is just to show that it is possible to get out of check in 4D chess, advertised as 5D chess. It's possible to get out of check by going back in time and preventing the check from happening. It's just very rare that it's possible, but it is possible sometimes. So here we have a situation that looks like check. In normal 2D chess, you can probably just move your king one space out of the way and that's fine. But the problem with this situation is that the queen is checking the king back in time too. And that's pretty problematic. Now, the thing that's interesting about this is that the queen is checking in the past, but it's not mate yet, even though you can't take the queen immediately. And the trick is, you just got to go back in time with the knight, and that buys a little bit of time. And after that, you have to find a way to take the queen before you pass the turn in which the queen checkmates you. So this was me actually figuring it out, or just trying to figure it out. And then before I eventually, after some messing around, realized that in 2 moves, I can move the knight in such a way that it would take the queen in the original timeline, where she was checking the king, and I can make it out of mate. So it's possible to make it out of mate by going back in time sometimes in 5D chess, and sometimes it's very annoying because it's not obvious that that's the only way out. You think, oh, I can't take the queen, so I'm screwed. But it's possible to go back in time to eventually find a way to move your pieces so you can take the queen in the current timeline when you were checked, just after a couple moves of going back and forward through time, and that's one of the things that makes this game so ridiculous. In this case, I figure out a way to move my knight in such a way that I can jump timelines. My knight at the bottom timeline, it took me a while to figure it out. I figured out a way to move my knight at the bottom timeline so that in the next move I can go up to the timeline where I was checked and take the queen, in which case I made out a check and I got to live another day. It's kind of a highly unlikely scenario that you can do this, and I constructed this game just to figure out if it was possible, but it is possible to actually go out of time, but go back in time in 5D chess and change the original timeline eventually such a way that you get out of check. It's just very unlikely to work out, but in this case, where I'm doing a little experiment, it is possible, just highly, highly improbable.